Hey guys, it's Wolflord, and welcome back to another episode of a Howls podcast. This is episode 4, and we are nearing the end of April. Now, for this episode, we have a lot of technical stuff from YouTube to Windows 10. First off, let's talk about the channel as we always do in the podcast. YouTube channel is still going slow with videos, trying to build them back up. As you can see, I'm recording this now. But yeah, the laptop is getting a little old on the older side, and it's getting a little more difficult every time to record a video. So that's pushing back videos as well, trying to improve everything and trying to be able to at least record good content. Quality over quantity is what I always go by, and that's what I'm sticking to. So yeah, these are easy to record because it's just recording voice and then putting it into the video editor and adding a little image with links and a picture and a name, a title. So yeah, these are pretty easy to make, but they are quite fun. So I'm going to continue to do these, and in the meantime work on getting other content out, but while making sure it's still good quality as best as I can with what I have. So yeah, that was a long explanation. So Pirate Academy is still a thing, don't worry. I really want to get back into that. That is my top priority of videos, besides the Wolf House podcast, working on those, and that's pretty much it for right now, because wanting to get to be able to go back and record that still. So that's my main priority. So let's transition over to YouTube. YouTube is having some big changes occur. First off, YouTube API version 2 is no longer they're no longer using it because version 3 just rolled out. It's brought out big changes. You have to if you're using API version 2, you have to transfer over to version 3. There's a lot of changes. If you want more detail on this, because I don't know much about it, I will give you some links to the live stream that happened where a guy that works there and creates it talked about it, and some other articles you can check out, because I don't know much about that. But the biggest, not the biggest, one of the coolest things, I would say, would be the YouTube transparent video player that is coming out. Currently, it is in beta. To achieve it right now, to get it, to use it, which what I'm doing right now, is you get this extension, which will be linked in the description below. I think it's just called Cookie or something. And you go in, when you're on YouTube, you click it, and you can change one of the cookies of YouTube, and it'll change the video player to transparent. Now the link that I'll give you will give you an article that will show you how to do it and what the actual cookie is to change, and I'll give you the one to change it with. So yeah, and make sure to keep the old cookie that you replace, so you can put it back in if you need to. Because even if you disable the extension temporarily, it will still change the cookie in Chrome. I don't know if the extension is available in Mozilla Firefox. If it is, it'll be linked in the description as well. But for now, all I know is that it's on Chrome. But I have to say, the transparent video player is amazing, because I always hated waiting for that to go down, because for like Minecraft, that blocks their bar, and so you don't know what they have in their hand or what's in their inventory. It always blocks their inventory. And for other games and videos, it doesn't help. So with that, you can see right through it. It is amazing. But second of all, the animations from when you click play to pause, they're nice and smooth, and they changed the look of everything, basically, from the quality changing to the subtitles, everything. And to watch later, when you go into full screen, it'll be up at the top. It's a little button up there. That's where it has been moved. It's no longer on the video player itself. So yeah, I found that out reading an article, and if I didn't read that, I would have never found that. Yeah. So that is pretty much it for the YouTube transparent video player. I really do like it. It is a really nice addition, and I can't wait for it to come out and be on YouTube, so I don't have to use this cookie changer to have it. Next off, we're switching over to Minecraft. This came from April 1st to the beginning of this month, and many of you have probably already heard about this, but I still want to cover it in this podcast. And that was during April Fool's, Mojang released a little snapshot for 1.9, and when you opened it, everything from any killing or weapons or hurting of any kind all turned to hearts. All the weapons turned to hearts, and if you punched a cow or any animal, you were just punching hearts. It was pretty interesting, pretty cool, but the main reason for this that somebody found out when it was first released is the weather. Well, if you go and you can see that the weather's really weird with patches of snow everywhere, and I think the person that he saw that and then turned on the weather, he found out when you turned on the weather, it snowed in a pattern, and that was a wow, what is that called? A code. What code is that called? It's like E something. Ooh. That is the QR code, not E, a QR code. And if you scanned it, it popped up it popped up Minecraft version 1.9, the combat update. And it was not an April Fool's joke. The only part of that was the joke was all the hearts and everything. But this was true. At first people were skeptical because, it was April Fool's. But then everyone realized that it was true, and the only April Fool's was when they changed everything to hearts. So I give props to Mojang. That was an amazing way to release the next theme of the next version of Minecraft, which I'm really excited about, the combat update, because that adds more weapons and everything. Looking forward to what they actually add. I'm not sure what they're adding. It's to do with combat, so it could be new weapons, maybe new tactics, even if they go into that. I don't know, because they've already changed how wolves scare skeletons away, which is amazing. So they might do something with that as well. Don't know yet. They're probably more focusing on weapons though. So now let's transition into a more technical side for you Windows lovers. Windows 10, we all know, is coming out this year, and the Windows 10 technical preview build 10061 is now available. It was released April 22nd, which is the day I'm recording this on, so it was released today of this recording. And with that, it has added some pretty interesting stuff. I'm only going to go over the most interesting thing that I thought was the most interesting, and that has to deal with the start menu and the taskbar. So first off, the start menu is now resizable. If you don't know the Windows 10 start menu, you click it, it has your regular start menu stuff from like Windows 7, but then the Windows 8 part of it is on the side where you have all the apps and stuff, but that is now resizable, so you can resize it any way you want, horizontally or vertical, which is amazing. But this transparent makes it even better, because with the transparent you can see right through it and still see your desktop. It just looks cool. I don't think it really has any anything that really doesn't really help anything, but it just looks cool. But the resizable part is the best part that actually helps, because then you can make it like cover most of the left side of your screen, or you can have it like quite small and like it is now. So yeah, whichever way you like it, covering your most of your screen or just in the corner. And the next part of the build that I thought was cool was from your background, you can set it to pick a color from your background and use it for the taskbar and start menu, which it's pretty cool. So you can get the exact color from your background. So instead of the preset colors, you can get like a specific shade of a color and use that, which is pretty cool. And now for the biggest thing that most people are excited for is that Windows 10 will be free for the first year for Windows 8.1 users. Now, I've read possibly for Windows 7, I don't know, I think that has changed. We'll have to see when it releases, but I think it's only for Windows 8.1 users for now. And they haven't released a specific release date or how much it'll cost for other users, and after the first year it's been released. Yes, I think Windows 10 is actually a good update because we all know, for the most part, everyone has not liked Windows 8 or Windows 8.1 because if you look at the stats, you can see that most people have stayed on Windows 7 and have not gone to Windows 8. And Windows 9, they scrapped it because of the pattern where they released a good operating system and then released a bad operating system and then kept doing that back and forth. And Windows 8 was a bad one, Windows 9 was supposed to be a good one, but then they scrapped it and went to Windows 10, which if the pattern continued, Windows 10 was going to be a bad one. But they stopped Windows 10. They scrapped it for two reasons. Not Windows 10, Windows 9. They scrapped Windows 9 for two reasons. Windows 10 is still a thing. The two reasons they scrapped Windows 9 for was, one, to break the pattern, and two, because Windows 9 was just not good. They gave up on it and wanted to restart, and Windows 10 was born. So yes, Windows 10, I've also heard from other Windows 7 users that they are actually excited and saying that Windows 10 might be the operating system that will make them update. So yes, I think that is all we have. That is all I have for this episode of a Wolf Howl. That is all I have for this episode of a Wolf House podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was a really fun one with lots of cool and interesting things happening this month. Yeah, YouTube Transparent Video Player. I love that. If you haven't seen it, definitely make sure to check it out. You might like it too. And everything I talked about will be in the description below with links to articles and everything, so you can check everything out. And yeah, make sure to keep an eye out on my channel for new videos coming up. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.